This might be one of the most balanced regionals I've had the chance to actually see. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So you wanted diversity out here. And I mean, we're at the beginning point of this format. A lot of people are going to be testing out a lot of different ideas and trying to see what they can kind of come up with out here. You know, I think Konami did a pretty decent job trying to balance things out. Obviously, Snake Eyes does feel like a crazier monster right now. I mean, obviously, but it only had one representative out here in this Top Cut, which is not particularly all that crazy. I also find it interesting we don't have a Fire King variant out here. Normally, you know, you see like a little bit more of a split between the builds, but no, it's actually not the case here. No crazy oppression, surprisingly. We did have one Yubel sticking around in the top. I mean, hey guys, the standard three were here. You have Yubel, Tenpai, and Snake Eyes. Alright, well that's not really like the crazy part here. We do have Sprite. Sprite has been kind of showing up a little bit more as just a very consistent deck for what it's able to do. Like, all decks are kind of on an even playing field right now. Like, you can set up like a really cool M board, but like, Sprite just kind of gets to do it for free. We also have the Illusion Chimera good stuff, so good old Illusion Pile still sitting here doing its thing. We also have a Purely deck. I think that was one of the things that kind of shocked me the most about looking at this Top Cut, because I was like, Purely of all things out here is getting a chance to actually see play? Yeah, evidently, you know, the Cat in the Hat, nobody's really citing for it right now. So you get the chance to set up this stupid fat cat, and then your opponent has to try to find a way to deal with it. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's a lot harder than you might think it is. We also have Labyrinth Antics out here. No real shocker there. I mean, the back row control deck still has all of its options that it's had. Nothing has really changed there. And we also have White Forest Runic out here, still doing what it's been needing to do, which controls the field. Very, very strong deck, actually. Like, it's kind of insane to me how good that pile still is. Well, interesting breakdowns. Pass on over to deck list. To nobody's surprise, Snake Eyes was actually our winner of this event, which, you know what, I'm not too upset about that. We were playing 51 cards. Alright, a little bit crazy for those numbers here, but, you know, we're doing the 2-1 split on these, which I think that's been a little bit more than norm out here. Shove it in, 3 crossouts going with the 2 Oaks. Somebody finally knows the correct rate. 2 Oaks is just so consistent, alright? I also don't feel bad about seeing the 51, honestly. Like, you got all your bases covered. You have Bysteals in here. You have the Drolls as well. We are citing 2 Deltas with the Gamma and the Driver. And, of course, hey, if you need the Metaltronus, you can. We're also playing 2 Necroquips. Huh. You know what? I like this. I guess this is probably the free little access to just kind of make sure that you can continue on playing. Okay, well, what other cool stuff do we got packed back here? We have our Spriteless. Wow, Sprite managed to do very well here. Still doing the 1-1 split on these as they should be. Full Beaver package, as it should be. Still doing the Swap Frogs. Of course, we are doing the Fiendsmith stuff. The Fiendsmith stuff is actually pretty important to this deck, because this ensures that you can get the Desiree M-board set up out here. So whatever M-board your Sprite build is actually setting up, you'll do fine. I also am really sad to see this build's not doing anything real crazy with the Mannequin Cat, man. Like, I've seen some really stupid things that players have been throwing around out here with this thing, and it is an incredibly cool card, but taking more advantages, doing things like Alex Monolac was doing out of the YCS out here, was really, really cool. You know, we've seen Archer Christian, we've seen Spell Canceller. You have so many cool little stupid ideas just to throw around with this. Like, it feels bad not to take advantage of the little Mannequin Cat so you can do your thing. Alright, what else we got back here? Ooh, we have standardized Yubel. Okay, so we're doing 3-1 on these. I see we're doing 2 copies of Squirmer. I've heard an argument for 1, to be honest with you, but I do think that this is a little bit better. We are standard numbers in terms of the Yubel stuff. The things I find most interesting, okay, so we're citing the Perulias down here. We also have the Baldrake if we need the extra Bysteel. We're citing the Access Code Talker with the Soul of Anguish, depending on the line of play that we have to have access to them, which I think is fine. I see we're also side-decking the Archfiend Eccentric too. Well, I guess this just kind of comes down to the, do I need the Spell and Trap pop? And if the answer is yes, I have access to it in this side. You know, it's not really that bad to have it tucked back here. And of course, standard spell trap removal. I also see we're only dedicating 2 slots to Phantom Yubel. I guess it's just kind of one of those things where, you know, if you didn't have all of your Phantoms beforehand, well, you know, kind of good to go now. Outside of that, yeah, this looks pretty good. Okay. Ooh, hello, Tenpai. 2 Genroku, 1 copy of Fadra is fine. 6 Perulias, and we are still main decking the Ash. Okay. I see this build opted to not play any copies of Dominus Impulse, which you're kind of trading the Impulse for the Ash, like, to be honest with you. I see we are also doing 2 Dark Hole, 2 Droplets, 2 Lightning Storms. I think this has also become a little bit more familiar to people, cutting back on the Droplets to 2, and then just relying on, you know, 6 Board Breakers. I think is kind of the same result. You don't want to risk drawing into things too bad. 2 Nibiru's, and then of course, hello Heatwaves, we're back on this again. And of course, if you play against Yubel and you go first, just draw the Power Filter. Duh! Like, what are they supposed to do about Power Filter, man? Like, they already have an issue with Shifter, so just activate Power Filter and just kind of win the game. Just kind of one of those situations that if you have the free win con, you may as well take advantage of it, I guess. So we have our Illusion Chimera pile here, and yes, we are doing the Sinister Necrom, adjusted gold stuff, but not for what you think we're doing it for. We're actually playing it for the Dark Fusion. I do like the more traditional craziness in here, but I do like the fact that these builds have been packing in the cute little options for this, for what it is. I also see... we can sequence on into the Aerial Eater in here. Who needs a Fiendsmith package in here? I do feel like, well, who needs it more extended? Alright, you know, you only need the 2 of this. You know, we're not going the Lacrima side of things. Like, this is really, really cute. I'm also dedicating the 1 track. I see we also have the Book of Eclipses for the 4 board flip, if need be. Yeah, there's nothing else too crazy about this. Most of the way that this deck looks has been the same for a while now. Alright, ooh. Ooh. Oh my! We got 3 big balls in here. Okay, well, this is a spectacle, actually. I see this build went with a fully expanded out Kashtira lineup. That way we can actually, you know, Fenrir Unicorn, search for the birth, control our opponent through this. We just want those cards to stick around on the field so that they can do their job to control the opponent. Okay, and then the rest of this, we're doing a 2-2 split on the Purely stuff. It is really cool to see that through timeout here, the Purely lines have definitely shrunk down a lot more. Like, the Purely stuff, it's still good, but so many more people are just cutting back on the fat of the Purely stuff and just choosing to play other cards, which is perfectly understandable. Straight Purely Street is definitely going to get you where you need to be out here. And, of course, all the Mulcharmies in the world sided down here. Yeah, this is amazing to see. All right, next up, we have our Labyrinth deck. I see we're playing the smallest of runic packages in here, but I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, you got a free spell and trap pop, you got a free flashing fire, control your opponent, and you've also got a runic tip in here. Like, I give this package a little bit of crap sometimes, but I do think that the splash ability that you're getting from this is really good. And to the people that don't know the Formioli, I do feel bad for you because this is the best way to play this deck. I also see you do have the Power Sync stones in here. You know, back to this. If you've mastered the formula out here and you can wipe your opponent's board with this, this is going to be extremely good. You will get so many free wins for this. Like, you have so many options down here to clean up your opponent. Like, it's actually kind of funny to see. I also do see, hello, Lord of Heavenly. We also have the Fool Wars, and we also have the Retaliating Seas. This deck is just meant to mess with the opponent. Okay, and our last list here, this is pretty standard stuff, actually. So, we are doing more of the standard runic stuff, but, we have 6 Mulcharmies packed into this bad boy right here. Like, your opponent is not going to have fun with this. Like, you're going to generate so much stupid advantage off of this. I feel bad for whoever's trying to play against this. I also do see we have the Cosmic Cyclones to control things out here. Yield, Mistake, and Arrest. Wow. I see we're also side decking 2 more Woes as well to just have our opponent complain. We're simply playing a Digesto Emerald. Okay. So, what do you guys think about these lists? Please, comment down below, tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.